Vikings' main priority this offseason is to get a deal done with Kirk Cousins. This may not be cheap as he'll have a very warm market. Then the focus shifts to their star pass rusher, Daniel Hunter. He will be hard to replace if he does hit free agency. But cash may be scarce in Minnesota. That is if Justin Jefferson wants to be paid this year. Big-ticket free agent signings are unlikely due to the cap space required to re-sign the current roster, so the Vikings' focus will shift to the draft for reinforcements. Could that include a big trade-up to secure the QB of the future? An intelligent young talent, like J.J. McCarthy, could develop by sitting behind Kirk Cousins for a year or two to provide a long-term plan in Minnesota. But would this be a popular choice? This is a huge offseason for Kwesi. Despite losing in the playoffs, the Packers have much reason for hope. They have a young roster and turned their cap situation around much quicker than was expected. They can attack this offseason with no major needs. But it's unlikely to expect any big-ticket free agent signings due to the legacy of their previous cap troubles. Not to mention cash will be needed to pay Jordan Love after his breakout season. Love's new contract will be the Packer main priority this offseason. Trading Bakhtiari to the Jets would give some relief from his expensive contract to start. Packers will be happy to swap picks to move him and his contract on. The Packers can realistically take the best player available strategy in the draft, but offensive line upgrades seem to be the consensus with their first-round pick. The Packers are definitely trending in the right direction and will be expected to compete for the division next season. The Lions, fresh off their playoff adventure, are feeling good about life right now. Extending Jared Goff is a priority, but this seems like it will be a formality. Lots of talk that Amon-Ra St. Brown is also about to be paid after another phenomenal season. The defensive secondary was the Lions' Achilles heel last season, and it's expected that Brad Holmes will seek to remedy that group this offseason. Could the Lions bring Khalil Mack to Detroit? On the face of it, this would not cost much to execute the trade. However, his cap number for 2024 is not small. That's it. Mack and Hutchinson would be a dangerous and extremely exciting pairing that could help to take the Lions to that next level. There are a number of big-ticket defensive free agents scheduled to hit the market this year. Expect the Lions to be in the mix for their services. The Lions will need to continue to improve as both the Packers and the Bears are showing signs of improvement. The Lions will still be the clear favorites for the NFC North next year, but expect the competition to be a lot more tougher for Detroit in 2024. The Bears may just be the most intriguing team of the division this offseason. Aside from having the number 1 pick for the second year running, the decision on what to do with Justin Fields is a hugely divisive issue with the fans. Fields hasn't had it easy since arriving in Chicago, and just when the franchise is turning the corner and looking to compete again, it looks like he will be traded. Steelers and Falcons are highly touted landing spots for him. But if the Bears did stick with Fields and were to trade the number 1 pick, it is reported that they would receive an historic return in compensation. What that looks like is anyone's guess. In addition, the Bears have to figure out a deal with Jalen Johnson. The Pro Bowler is reportedly expecting to reset the cornerback market after an outstanding season. Depending on which free agents hit the market, the Bears will have a lot of flexibility with what they want to do. They have shed a number of expensive contracts in the past 2 years and stocked the roster with drafted players on rookie deals. Expect them to attack both the wide receiver and pass rusher markets where they need upgrades. In addition to the number 1 pick, they also have another top 10 selection in the draft. Who they sign in free agency could dictate who they take with pick 9. Similar to the Packers, the Bears are trending in the right direction. If they make the right moves with the resources they have this offseason, it's not unrealistic to expect them to compete with the Lions and Packers for the division.